Well, I'm a philosopher interested in criminal law and criminal justice problems, and the people around this table have thought a great deal about what to do about the problems that concern us all. So, like everyone else, I think I'm here to learn more than I am to inject my own thoughts, and it's just great to be part of a group that is composed of so many bright, knowledgeable people.
I came here because it had been one of our major subjects in research, to look at sentencing over time, punitive attitudes of people, and how can we influence, as researchers, the political decisions on criminal law, procedural law, and developing alternative imprisonment and so on.
The really critical dimension that's interesting for me is that you've got a bunch of people who are doing empirical research on, chiefly on criminal justice, but then you've got a lot of people who are thinking about the ethical, the normative dimensions, philosophers, legal theorists, and so on, that are trying to think about how we should punish, what ethical system should govern the way in which we punish. And it's this combination of the empirics and the values that should guide our punitive public policy that is most interesting for me.
Why I like this event in particular is people come from so many different walks of life, we have philosophers, we have people in history and sociology and political science, all of them very knowledgeable but coming from very, very different backgrounds. And it's striking to see people with such different backgrounds all engaging, so that I've really enjoyed.
Crime reduction is not self-justifying, and so that was actually one of the points we made in the report. It's not self-justifying for policing, it's not self-justifying for imprisonment. There are costs to public trust and to the fabric of the community in terms of aggressively pursuing these policies. And if we get away from the self-justification of crime reduction, that is one, I think, necessary step.
According to our research findings, the punitiveness of people is learned in your own family. If you grow up with parents who never spank you and who show a lot of love and support and interest in your life, then your level of punitive approach to solving conflicts and reacting to problems is much lower in comparison to those who have rigid parents beating you a lot, not showing that much love, and then suddenly the rate of people who are in favor of capital punishment, for example, is 2.5 times higher. Or in general, people have more rigid attitudes. They are much more in favor of desiring a weapon. They are more racist. So that connection, to which extent your personality has been created by the way parents treat you, that is underestimated in this culture.
Social scientists who study using polling data, studying bias research, consistently find that white Americans, on the average, hold stereotypical views of black people as criminals. Those views, according to implicit bias research, are so compelling that African Americans also articulate ideas of black people as criminals. So it's really impossible to disentangle our notions of punitiveness and the reality of our criminal justice system from ideas about race in this country.
We do know a lot about mass incarceration in the United States, but I think we know less about how to get out of it, and that's why I really wanted to come away from it with some concrete ideas about how we might move away.
The other thing to know about the United States, if you study history, change comes suddenly, it comes dramatically, and it comes all the time. Imagine it's 1959, and if you went up to someone and said, segregation will be destroyed in 10 years. In 10 years, it'll be illegal. It'll be perfectly legal in every state of the union for a black man to marry a white woman. You would have said, no way, that's completely crazy. No one would believe that's possible. And then by 1969, it's not only possible, it's the law of the land. And if in 1969 you would have said, you know, it's going to be possible not only for a black man to marry a white woman, for a black man to marry a white man in our lifetime, you would have said, what? In 1969, no way. And yet we are very rapidly moving to a society where that's going to be possible. possible. Now, if you can have change that radical, that dramatic in my lifetime, almost anything is possible, but it takes something really important, and that is the mobilization of the public. Nothing happens without people getting together, mobilizing, and pushing.